Every single species on this planet has spent millions of years adapting to Earth, but humans seem to be the only ones constantly fighting our own environment. We burn in our own sunlight, our spines are practically falling apart, and we give birth in a process so violent it kills us more than any other mammal. It almost makes you wonder if we are actually an invasive species dropped onto a planet we weren't built for. Fish developed gills to breathe underwater. Birds evolved hollow bones for flight, and polar bears grew thick fur to survive the freezing Arctic. Lizards can sit in direct sunlight for hours without issue. Dogs, cats, horses, and elephants spend their entire lives under the sun, with pigmentation perfectly calibrated. Humans had to literally invent a chemical paste to rub on our skin just to safely go outside. 80% of humans will experience chronic back pain at some point in their lives. When 4 out of 5 share the same problem, you have to look at the blueprint. Our spines are essentially a horizontal bridge that evolution desperately tried to stand upright. Other bipedal animals like ostriches and kangaroos don't have this issue because their bodies were built from the ground up for standing. Human childbirth is the most dangerous birth process of any mammal on the planet. A horse can give birth in about 30 minutes, and the newborn foal is standing and walking within the hour. A human baby arrives completely useless, unable to even hold up its own head for months. No other animal walks around with the full awareness that it is going to die. Dolphins do not suffer from existential crises, and elephants do not build religions to cope with the terror of mortality. What survival advantage does existential dread provide? Humans clear-cut forests, poison rivers, and pump the atmosphere with greenhouse gases, acting exactly like an invasive species. In 1973, Francis Crick, the Nobel Prize-winning scientist who co-discovered how DNA works, published a paper proposing directed panspermia. Life showed up on Earth around 3.8 billion years ago, just 700 million years after the planet formed. The Murchison meteorite crashed in Australia in 1969, carrying over 90 different amino acids. Tardigrades have withstood cosmic radiation and the vacuum of space. Dr. Ellis published a book in 2013 arguing that our back pain, sunburns, and allergies are clear signs we came from somewhere else. Our spines hurt because we only started walking upright about 6 million years ago. We sunburn because we lost our protective body hair for thermoregulation. The dangerous childbirth is explained by the obstetric dilemma. Evolution tried to make our brains bigger while keeping us upright. Our brains evolved in small savanna groups, wiring us for short-term survival rather than global ecosystem management. Dolphins have been around for 50 million years and never built a single tool, while chimpanzees figured out sticks 4 million years ago and stopped there. Humans went from banging rocks together to landing robots on Mars and developing artificial intelligence in just about 2 million years. 200 years ago, we didn't have railroads. 125 years ago, airplanes didn't exist. 75 years ago, we hadn't been to space. And 35 years ago, there was no internet. Nothing in the 4 billion year history of life on this planet has ever accelerated like that. We are the strangest thing Earth has ever produced. A species that breaks under our own gravity, burns in our own sunlight, and can't stop looking at the sky wondering where we really came from. If this video made you question your place in the universe, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment below, and join us for more incredible deep dives.